Okay, now that you're ready to get started with your Second Life, you have to register for an account. So if you go to the Second Life webpage, which is just www.secondlife.com, as it's typed in here at the top, then you will get to their start page. Now when you get here, you have some different options. You can take a more in-depth look at the program if you like by going to check out their shopping page. If you want to go check out more about what Second Life is, you can go to that link. So if that's some things that you want to check out, please feel free to do so. Give you a little more information about Second Life. Once you decide that you're ready to get started, go to the Join Now button either on the bottom left here or on the top right. And when you get to that, you'll end up at the first page of the registration. Now, this is where you can make a decision as to whether or not you want to put your real life information in. They want to know your name and your first name and your last name and an email address, the date you were born and the gender. Now, there are a couple different things that you need to think about when deciding if you're going to put in your real life information or not. First of all, you need to decide if you're going to visit mature content areas. If you are, then you have to be age verified, which means they have to have your first and last name, and they will check for some other identification purposes to make sure that you are in fact over the age of 18. If you also want to buy some land on your own, if you're working for a university, you might want to check with them to make sure that they don't already have space designated for your university before you go out and purchase your own land, because it can get kind of costly. And then you also need to decide if you're going to purchase lindens, which is the Second Life currency. If you're going to do any of those three things, you need to make sure that you do put your correct real life information, so then that way they can verify who you actually are. If you're not concerned about doing those things at this time, you can go ahead and register with an anonymous name and email address and put in some different information that I'm going to show you how to do here in a minute, and you can go from there without any problems. And in fact, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and create a false name for my own anonymity. So I'm going to start out here and put in Katie Green, my email address, and they're going to ask you to confirm your email address, what country you live in. Oh, I skipped something there, so that's nice that they help you with their red text here at the bottom to let you know that you had a bit of an issue. I forgot the one there as well. Okay, so now you need to choose which country you're currently residing in. I'm in the United States. What month you were born, I'm going to go ahead and put in a fake one. But I am going to put the correct year in which I was born, because that's how they age verify. Well, because that just makes me feel a little bit better about verifying that I am over the age of 18. And then what gender? This is about your real life gender. You don't need to be concerned about how this is going to play into your Second Life avatar. You can actually choose the sex of your avatar at any time. You can change the sex of your avatar at any time. So if you want to put male or female, that's entirely up to you. And then next, you're going to go ahead and you're going to create your Second Life personality. So you're going to create your avatar name. Now, this is a pretty neat feature in which they actually let you just put in any name that you want to. So I'm going to go ahead, you can say Fred, for instance, and then go to Find Last Names. And they will find the listing of last names that will be able to be associated with the name Fred. Now, you have to understand that Second Life has a pre-chosen list of last names that they allow you to have. Now, everybody doesn't have a unique last name depending on what they want it to be. They have a preset list that changes periodically. So if you create, somebody like Fred Crutrow right here, right now, in 6 months, that last name may not be available. And then again, in a couple of years, it may become available again. So keep that in mind, that you'll be the only one with that avatar name. Nobody else will be able to have the same one. So you're going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and change this and just put SL Gurley, like my email. I can find last names, and with that first name, I can pretty much have the pick of anyone that I want to. So I'll just go here and do Alder. And then you're going to create a unique password. Okay, and here's where you're going to start your avatar. Now, you can choose from any of these pre-chosen avatars. This isn't what you have to keep. Once you get into game and in later sessions, we'll be sure to show you how to do and how to customize your own avatar the way you want your avatar to look. Like I said, you can change the gender, you can actually change into different animals, all different kinds of things. So this is just your starting point to get you through Orientation Island, which is another thing that we'll discuss here in a little while. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this avatar. Then they're going to ask you a security question. So what street did I grow up on? I grew up on Second Life Way. Okay, then you need to do the security check, and these are sometimes a little bit interesting. We'll see if I got that one right. I don't always get them right. There may be a problem with this one, but we'll find out. And then you hit the Create Account button. So now it says, please take a moment to activate your account. So what they did is they sent an email to the email address that you indicated when you first registered. So what you're going to need to do is open up a new tab. And once that's open, go to Mail, whatever your mail is. My mail home just happens to be Google. So I'm going to put that in my password. And go ahead and sign in. And so when you sign in, they're going to have sent you an email, and it should be right here. The name of your avatar should be on here, and it asks you to activate your account. So go ahead and open up your email and click on the link that they sent you. If it doesn't show up as a link, you can always copy it and paste it. So then it's going to pop up a new window once you click on that, saying that it's activating your account. And once your account is activated, you have a couple of different options. You can choose a starting location. You can go through and check out some of the communities that are already existing, check out some of the groups and stuff. You can meet people who speak your language if you are an ESL or anybody who wants to explore some different cultures. You can definitely go in and do the Browse Community Gateways. But I'm going to go ahead and take us to Go to Help Island, which is going to be your orientation island that I spoke about earlier. Now once you get here, the first thing you're going to need to do, as soon as you click on that Start button, it's going to say download and install. The Second Life viewer should start automatically. So if it doesn't start automatically, go ahead and go over here to the download page, and it'll take you and help you to download the Second Life application. Up here it asks you, I have my security settings up, so just go ahead and download the file. So fortunately, I already have Second Life application on my computer, so I'm going to bypass the downloading part of this and go ahead and show you. So once you get your avatar or your application downloaded, I'm going to minimize this, and you'll be able to see right here. This is what's going to pop up on your screen. Right there is that Second Life icon. So once you are ready to get started, just go ahead and double click on it, open it up, and your registration process is complete. They'll ask you for your username and password, and you'll go ahead and log into your Second Life. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give me, send me an email. As you know, the email is available on the website, so please don't hesitate to give me a shout out with that, and we'll answer any questions we possibly can.